Hello out there, and welcome to the HD remake of Fatal Frame 4. I'm Eric with Perspective Gaming, and it's spooky season, so I needed to grab a new to me at least horror game. I've always felt that the Fatal Frame franchise would be in my wheelhouse, but never really got much opportunity to play them just because of, stuff. So I'm excited to jump on in and see how this goes. Yes, not every game, but most every game is a work of fiction, we understand. Film grain.
まどか、なんか思い出せた？ずいぶん前のことだし。私たち5人が映っていたのは確かにこの建物ね。ねえ美咲、本当にここに来ればよかったのかな。写真の場所でも何も思い出せなかったし。もう帰ろう。私の言う通りにしてればいいの。まどかもあんな風になりたいの。そう、私たちを見てしまった。
They covered their faces?
神隠しにあった5人が順番に。やめてよ。
I don't think one of these two is making it very far. I'm remembering. And away she goes. Prelude, Blossoming. Madoka Tsukimori. I kind of know how to read Japanese, I just can't speak today. Left stick to walk. You can strafe, you can look around. It's a video game. Objectives, it's a video game. Photos lie scattered on top of the cabinet and in the drawer. The photos have faded and are no longer recognizable. That's not helpful. They're Polaroids. That's cute. Can I run? Okay, good. Slow walk speed. Notice board is covered in old photos. The photos have faded and are no longer recognizable. Rusted newspaper rack containing several ancient-looking newspapers. The newspapers have faded and are unrecognizable. The paper crumbles to the touch and the print is too faded to read. Close enough. Ah, I didn't mean it. Oh, what sprints we have. We can move all of 10 feet in an hour instead of 5. Space under the stairs is set apart with screens depicting moon shrouded in clouds. If you hadn't gathered, it's a Japanese original horror game that deals with ghosts and cameras. Old screen doors are piled up. They look broken and unusable. And there's a phone. Picking back up. Oh! Hello.
Misaki.
Now I feel like I'm going forward, and I should have gone up the stairs to explore randomly. That, sinister masks are on display. Can I... They're kind of spooky-ooky, huh? Hold right trigger, hold left trigger to run. While running, the camera will automatically follow behind you. Click in stick to perform a quick turn and face the opposite direction. Oh, good. That means only good things are ahead of us and nothing bad. Nothing goes wrong in a horror game when they teach you to run around and turn quickly. Door is locked. Door is not locked. Am I... No, I'm not outside. Is that Misaki's flashlight on the floor?
これ
Your flashlight illuminates the dark areas. I know what a flashlight is. Right stick to shine the thing in the light with the stuff. No, it's not Misaki. She's...
Misaki?
Goodbye! The word courtyard is written above in an ivy pattern. Arrow pointing to the right, to the door on the right. It won't let me interact with it. So why even tell me? Does this say what this says? No. Must be locked from the inside. Misaki?
ここに鍵があるかも。
Second floor nurse station. Okay, we needed to go upstairs later anyway, which is kind of... I didn't figure we could miss much in what is probably going to be a prologue where we all die, I'm guessing? It's a very slow, efficient sprint. Very little energy burned. Oh, hello. That's perfectly normal and not worth worrying about. Yup. Around the stairs, up the stairs. Hello? Anybody home? Elevator blocked off those stairs. Elevator probably isn't working. Slash won't even let me look at it. One section of the wall is separated from the rest. It doesn't budge when pushed. Oh? No one there. Probably should stop checking every door I know is going to be locked. Otherwise, we're going to be here for an eternity. Ah, a perfectly normal nurse. And nothing more. That's a spooky ooky face, huh? That's fun. I don't know why I'm in the Grayaverse now. By room? Control room, Summer's End. The curtain parts to reveal the room's interior, but it's too dark to make anything out clearly. What do you mean, Summer's End? Wow, for someone who's scared, you sure are brave. There's no one here. You can examine various objects. Will glimmer when you shine your flashlight on them. Oh, okay. If your object shines after you pass your light over it, you can reach out and examine it. Stand next to the object and press B. Press and hold B. Stop reaching out. Let go. Now, why? Why would I need to stop reaching out to an item? Something is written on the paper. I've put the key to the museum on top of my desk. There are a lot of irreplaceable objects in the museum, so please take care to keep the door locked at all times. Why is there a museum in this hospital? Is there a nurse in the museum? Where am I? Nurses' uniforms and other items are scattered inside the display case. There's something. Ivy pattern key. Found a small ivy pattern key with museum engraved on it. Okay. So we can go back downstairs to the ivy pattern door. That's going to be a long sprint. Nothing else here? Ooh, the camera does not, not the camera, but the flashlight does not move as smooth, rotate as smoothly as one might hope. I'm assuming you're locked. This music. I don't need to read everything. That sure is loud. Let's hope the music stops here. Hello. You got spooky eyes. Oh, thank goodness.
今の曲思い出せない。思い出したくない。早くここから出ないと。美咲を探さないと。
I don't know what you can't remember about the music. I imagine it's not good stuff to remember, though, but you'll probably have to by the end of this. All right, everyone. While we slowly sprint back to the door, we got 3 options. Everybody vote. 3 options. Misaki is gone. Misaki is there but dead, or Misaki is there and still alive. Taking all bets. What's behind door number 1? Probably better than what's in hallway number 1. Oh no, the blur face. Yeah, just crouch. Crumple up next to the door. I'm sure it won't be able to reach through or break it down. Oh, there's glass in the door too, so it could also smash the glass. Jump scares never happen right after you've locked a door. Alright, what is this museum?
Misaki?
Collection of old books. The name Kunihiko Aso can just about be made out in places. Old portrait hangs on the wall. The plaque reads Kunihiko Aso. He must be the man in the picture. Something I like about this franchise, from what I know little about it, is that it does stick to being Japanese. They didn't really American it up for an American audience, which is cool. Old scraps of newspaper have been pinned up. They're mostly illegible, but Professor Aso can be made out in places. It's like a lot of stuff back in the day when they did Japanese media got heavily translated. There is a pareidolia face on that door. I don't know if it's supposed to be a pareidolia face or if I'm just pareidolia-ing. See anything I can grab around here? Doesn't seem to be. Oh, hello, camera. It's just an old camera, but there's something about it. Assortment of cameras. They all seem rather antiquated. Oh. Professor Aso's notes. The name Kunihiko Aso is written on it. Those with spiritual potential can see shadows, forms invisible to the average person, the souls of the dead, vestiges of thoughts left behind in a place. My camera obscura was created to capture these clues in the spirit world, and now I have a chance to improve its capabilities even further. In the course of my research here, I have discovered that materials used in mask making on Rogetsu Isle can improve the camera obscura's ability to capture those shadowy forms on film. I have also come to believe that the camera obscura holds greater power than I ever expected. This is the power of the camera obscura to affect these shadows when photographing them. It's something like the exorcism that those with spiritual potential refer to. It is my experiments on this island that have brought me to this bold conviction. I have decided to donate a camera obscura to the owner of the hotel. I did not explain why I was donating it, but I cannot help but feel... Retaking that one, but I cannot help but feel there will come a day when this island will need the power of the camera obscura. I only hope that I am wrong and such a day will never come. Let's go grab a weapon against the dead. Old camera. This must be Professor Aso's camera obscura. Or it could be one of those other 6 cameras over there. So we're in a hotel with a nurse that has a museum to a professor. Got that Type 7 Infinite film. Nice reaction. The camera obscura is a special camera with the power to view and seal away the inconceivable. When a wraith appears, you can seal it away by taking photos with the camera obscura. Press Y to take out the camera, and while holding it, press right trigger to take a photo. Press and hold trigger to lock on. Okay. I didn't mean to turn around. I don't know if I should have waited for that to fully fill, but I did, and it worked out. It's gone. Was that a person? I can't get that high. Oh. Hello. Oh no. Oh, we're surrounded. You have a weapon. You have, well. What can you do? If she won't use her camera, she'll lose her camera. Save it a game. Save it a game, save it a game. Save the game, save the game. No one remembers. Does that mean it never happened? I mean, no. I.
私がいた島のこと、住んでいた家のこと、そして父のことも。私たちが神隠しにあった以前のことは何も思い出せない。一緒に見つかった4人もあの時のことは覚えていない。
Interesting.
かすかに思い出せるのは一つの旋律。
So I wonder if this is a flash forward or a flash back. If we're before they disappeared, they were found dead, or if we're gonna go do the getting found dead soon. I assume dead. We don't know for sure. Ah! Her face was too much for that mask. I've seen a little bit of some of the other Fatal Frame games, and I really like the like youth fashion they do. They do nice like clothing designs for the gals. For those who don't know, my understanding, again, I'm not an expert. Seems to be a flashback. We are now further back. Never mind, forward. All I was going to say was, my understanding is that the stories are not connected, just the themes and weapons of cameras against spirits are. Beautiful direction in this game, though. Phase 1, The Summoning. Ruka Minazuki. R plus X to start snap mode. If you find an interesting location, try taking a picture. Oh, it's just a photography mode. No. I'm here for spooks, not to take pictures of underage girls. That sure looks like a part of a puzzle. Instead of numerals, the phase shows the phases of the moon. Ah! I remember. A photo. I know this place somehow. Pen holder and bell are positioned on the reception counter. The bell's plating has come off and no longer rings. An old gramophone. The place is coated in dust and the needle is rusted away. I like the ruffles on her shoulder moving. Nice little detail. Map. So wait. The map made it look like there was nothing over here. Is there... Because there's stair right here. Save the game by standing in front of one of the yellow lanterns found. Save automatically when you go near a glowing lantern. The message will appear on now saving, prevent data loss. Do a quick old save-o. Huh. Oh, we don't own any costumes yet. Ooh, accessories. You can spend your points to dress them up. That's not creepy. So I'm going to explore a little bit more just to see what's around this first area, and then I'll probably stop for now. Poster for Rugetsu Kagura. It seems to depict island scenery, but it's faded and hard to distinguish. Oh, here's where we are. So this is where the nurse is... Oh, note from Madoka. Dull pain has laid heavy in my heart ever since I laid eyes on Rugetsu Isle looming ahead of us. Why does the mere sight of the island make it so difficult for me to breathe when I don't remember anything about the time I spent there? Those two things are probably connected, actually. Misaki could be right. There might just be something here. When she suddenly told me she was going to Rugetsu Isle, I followed her out of concern. Misaki was so determined to come here, it was frightening. Still, she won't tell me what this is all about. The island is getting closer now. Misaki is looking at it coldly, as though her gaze was the only thing pinning it to the horizon, the only thing keeping it from slipping away into the night. With Marie and Tomoe already gone, I couldn't bear to lose Misaki as well. I'm sure that's the real Madoka, and not some kind of evil ghost that wants to eat us. Alright, going to the same room we died in previously. Aso Museum. Madoka might be in the... Madoka might be in this room. There's a camera on the floor. Better to ignore that, though. Oh, very slow reach. There was once a great disaster on this island, which almost destroyed it and caused Rugetsu Isle to become feared as a place close to the underworld. However, it has recovered from that disaster and is no longer closed off to people outside of the Rugetsu Islands. As an outsider, I had anticipated resistance to my visitation. To my surprise, the chief welcomed me gladly to the island, seemingly in the hope that I would help introduce its native culture, such as the Kagura festival, the traditional Rugetsu engravings, and the craftsmanship to the outside world. I came to Rugetsu Isle to look for materials for my camera obscura because of the unique indigenous culture, the folklore punch is based upon the moon. In that folklore, The sun represents the outer form of things and the moon the inner. The moon therefore represents memory, personality, and the soul. Believing that the soul is still connected to the underworld after the body dies, they say that the moon is a symbol of that world, as well as a gateway to it. They have a Kagura festival where the souls of the dead return to this world, and the most important element of the festival is the masks worn by participants. The mask worn by the maiden during the Kagura is the point of contact between the living world and the world of the dead, the underworld, represented by the moon, a mask that connects to the underworld. There are many kinds of masks on this island, and I hope greatly advance my paranormal research by investigating them all. Okay, so there can be things to grab lower down as well. Ooh, got it. There are some newspaper clippings of articles about the mass disappearances on the island. Islanders found dead. At approximately 4:30 p.m. yesterday, the captain of Orobomaru docked at the Rogetsu Island reported the deaths of multiple Rogetsu Islanders. All the bodies were found with their hands covering their faces, leading the police to fear an outbreak of some kind of infectious disease. No survivors found! The police plan to continue their search for the islanders, whose whereabouts have yet to be determined while recovering the bodies. Despite everyone on the island being either missing or dead, there were no signs of any conflict or foul play. Faced with nothing to go on but the sudden disappearance of the island's population, and without any evidence of natural disasters, the police remain baffled about this bizarre incident. Definitely not ghosts, say police. Newspaper article about Professor Aso's visit to the building. Must be from the time the museum was established. Mainland scientist Professor Kunihiko Aso has arrived from Rogetsu Isle. The professor, having deep knowledge of folklore studies, wishes to study the legends and traditions of our island. He will also be present to observe how Rogetsu Kagura be held tomorrow. Hopefully this will lead to many more visitors coming to us from the mainland. Also, it has been announced that the room where the professor is staying at Rogetsu Hall will be made into a museum in his honor. Gotta keep your eye open for lore. Nope, still can't go there. Can I grab the camera now? Ow. It's an old camera. This must be Professor Aso's camera obscura. There's a note under it. It looks like Madoka's writing. Misaki and I are making our way towards Rogetsu Hall. The dizziness I felt on the way here only got worse since we arrived on Rogetsu Isle. The air here is deathly still. It's hard to breathe. There's something about the smell of this place. I have memories rekindled by certain smells and music before. Like when I heard the tune Ruka wrote. I remember things, but not clearly. Sensations of texture, bursts of pain, vague things that can't be expressed in words. But this time is different. I feel a dark mass rising up inside my body. It's going to penetrate my head. Weird phrasing. We should have waited for Ruka. That way we could have all died together. Yep, that's definitely a normal human. The filament shown at the top center of the screen indicates supernatural presence. Turns red in the presence of wraiths and yellow if ghosts are specters. When other forces are present, it's blue. Item filament shown in the lower right corner of the screen glows blue when you're near an item or something that can be examined. Like, do I have to... Okay, I have to open this to find out. That's a nice little tooltip, though. Why won't the door open? It's not even locked. Spooky ghosts. Maybe I take a photo of the door with it? You are a quick believer. A hazy field appear on some objects and places in the game. Use the camera obscura to take a photo of the energy field and things will appear in the photo and give you hints on how to progress through the story. Let's get a nice angle and... Do I have to get closer? Okay, closer was the answer. 5 masks. Something has appeared in the photo. Shows 5 masks hanging on a wall. Spooky nurse. Camera Obscura equipped. Use RS while holding LS to quickly turn around. So let's get some distance. Turn around. So I think I'm gathering that the thing at the top shows us which direction it is. But I don't want to move forward per se. I thought you might come out of the wall at me. It's gone. What was that? It looked like a nurse, but... Is this the power of the Camera Obscura? To make spooky nurses appear as soon as you grab it? So we need to find 5 masks, which... If I were good at anything, I'd have remembered when we were running around the first time, but I don't remember that. So we'll just have to explore the house a bit and find a save point, because... It's probably about time. As with all of my recordings, I start out a little short to not overwhelm people and then get longer because I want to actually get the game done in like less than 4 months. Because of my 1 video per week, or at least 1 of each game per week style. Ah, you can take pictures of them. I thought I remembered that from like my little bit of knowledge. You might come across specters during your exploration. If you succeed in taking a picture of them, they'll be added to your ghost list. You'll also be able to trade any photo points you obtain for items at save points. So yeah, we want to try and get points of those if we can. Alright, off to a fun start. I'm going to save and get this up. But thanks for joining me, and look forward to more of this. And other games this October. Looking forward to doing a bunch of videos per week, and at the end of the month, Alan Wake 2 is coming out, and I might just be doing a live stream of that one evening close to Halloween. So thanks for joining me, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!